Hey David, what's the point in your in your message or journey?
My project is really pretty simple. It's all about bringing what I think are universal truths to teach people what I think is at the core of life and at the core of really all major religions. Universal truths that if we follow them will lead us to happiness and deep fulfillment. Because I think no matter what we do in life, what we're trying to do, we all want to be happy. We all want success and we want to be happy. And so there's many ways where we think we know the way to get there. I think that by focusing on these principles, we can do so in a way that is less stressful and much more effective. Because the way of these principles is like going with the river of life. And these universal principles will basically allow us to embrace the reality of life, which is love. So that's why I call it choose love over fear. Because by following these principles, we basically we choose love. We can see that love is who we are. And we have that option instead of fear, which is what we've done for so long. So that's my goal, essentially to help as many people I can with what I consider to be universal truths.
So what led you to this?
I struggled when I was younger. I think like a lot of people, I didn't know who I was. I was lost. And I think of course in society we don't learn about who we are. And this was something important for me is to basically finally get to the truth of who I was. And so we have all these layers from society which are untruths. And we need to peel them away to finally discover, I think, the truth of who we are. So I was motivated to teach others to find that truth maybe more quickly than they could if they didn't have this seminar or they didn't have other books and seminars to attend. So my goal is simply to help people find that truth faster than I did.
So you have a website and then you have a little book about your topic.
Yes, I wrote a book that's free for everyone. It's quite simple. No Secrets, a manual for life. Because as I said, quite often we weren't taught how to live life. We're taught how to do everything else, how to operate this machine and that machine, but we don't really know how to live life. And this is one path. I think an important path. So that was my goal. I have this little booklet. It's on my website, chooseloveoverfear.com, and anyone can read it and use it as they wish.
So what kind of background do you have? Do you have like meditation or psychological or?
I graduated with a degree in psychology, and then really I spent a lot of time reading, doing everything I could to overcome my personal obstacles. And so I spent a lot of time on personal growth. And I went into both psychology and spirituality. And basically when I teach my seminars, I teach from mainly these two fields. And I just basically sharing what I've learned, a lot of life experience with others. It's pretty simple.
So when have been teaching these principles now? You are doing some kind of tour around Europe, or?
Right. So this is a long-time dream of mine to put this into practice. So for years I've wanted to do this, and finally, after teaching English for many years, I decided that it just became clear to me that this is the year to do it. I think, as I said, life is mysterious. It will show you the way. And it was clear to me that I couldn't wait another year. So I was living in Spain, and I decided to, okay, let's do this project and travel around and offering these truths so that others can learn from them and decide for themselves, and hopefully use them for their own benefit.
And are you gonna lead some bigger workshops or something like that in future?
Well, the goal is to go with the flow of life and see where it leads me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been doing this seminar in maybe 12 or 13 different places throughout mostly Western and Northern Europe. So the idea is to go around and to see where there might be a need for it, maybe a place where I can stop and live and maybe develop a base. And I'm open to possibilities. I know that I will be guided to the place that I'm needed to do this work. You know, I want to make sure you understand that I'm very humble about this. I know that many people are doing this kind of work right now. Millions and millions are doing it in their own way. So I don't consider that this particular seminar or my work to necessarily be special or any different. This is just my way of doing it, my way of helping others, of basically raising awareness or raising consciousness on this planet.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.